Welcome everyone to the first episode of Nothing is Random, Everything's Connected. Hi, my name's Mel. You might have found this video because you follow my EMU Wellness page, been to an event or class that I've done. You might know me personally or found it some other random way. But what we'll discuss together is nothing is random. And the fact that you're watching it, it was meant to be in this moment. It is the year 2020. For many, it's been a challenging year. Had health issues come up either for yourself or a family member, work, business, relationship struggles. For many, it's been a time to slow down, take some rest, follow along with what's going on, do some learning, have some aha moments and some awakenings on different levels. I'm not quite sure how this will all play out, as how many videos I will do for you, how often or how many. If this video resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, thank you for being open enough to watch it. I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru. I'm someone like you that may be a little bit further along the journey than you are. That's it. And some people who are watching this might be further along than me. My intention is to be of service and make a contribution. Like with my classes and events, aim to make learning comprehensible, enjoyable, and inspiring. Give you some value in the form of recipes, some helpful tips, some helpful information, and then bring into the picture things for you to question and consider. Give you some of my own story. It was around the end of 2012 is when I began to have my awakening. And I think it's interesting that many other people around the world have had awakenings around that kind of time frame as well. So it was the 1st of September, the year before, so 2011, my little family's life turned upside down when my husband, while out bushwalking, lost footing and fell 35 metres down a cliff. Compound fracture of both leg bones just above the ankle, dislocated, fractured shoulder, lots of skin scrapes. Ultimately, very fortunate to be alive. It was clearly not his time, and this was our shake up to wake up moment. For the next 18 months, we were on a roller coaster of slow recoveries, setbacks, and challenges. So he was initially in hospital for a month, back again 3 more times, 6 operations in total. Initially, metal rods and screws were put in the leg. They actually broke, so they were back to stage 1. Next was bone grafts and external X-fit over the leg, which he had on for 6 long months. My appendix burst on New Year's Eve, so I was in hospital for 6 nights on intravenous antibiotics. And throughout all this time, it was an emotional roller coaster for me. Many times in very low moods, guilt for not coping, guilt for not being the mum my son needed. Collapsing, crying on the kitchen floor was my rock bottom moment. From there, I started to slowly climb us out of our hole. Being a happier and calmer mum was my why, and I went searching for answers. I got in my head the word wellness, and that's literally what I started searching. I found a new world of wellness podcasts, some amazing Australians who each episode introduced me to different ideas and topics. I delved into learning, and it was so interesting and made a lot of sense. So collecting information, researching, learning, it doesn't actually help you personally though until you action it. We needed another nudge from universe, creator, God. My husband back in hospital again, this time with a serious bone infection. This was my stand-up moment. This was the moment I took back my power, I picked up my feminine goddess shield and sword, and I went into action mode. advocated for second opinion, saved the 7th operation. We started food changes. I learnt new recipes. I cook. I froze food. I kept learning step by step, implementing more back to nature, gut health, food as medicine changes. Fast forward some time, my husband's bone infection completely healed. He'd recovered, he'd returned to work. My own headaches, my low moods, my PMS symptoms, my backache, my frequent colds, my sinus, it disappeared. We were both sleeping sounder. We were thinking clearer. We had more energy and happier and calmer. We felt like this veil of fog had been lifted, and we discovered these secrets. Yet all the things were so basic and natural. So why wasn't it mainstream? For the next 6 years, we embraced this lifestyle. I started my business with workshops, events, brought in guest speakers to help to educate my community. So many different things in our modern life impact our health. Why? And why do we let it? March 2020, and suddenly government is ordering schools, workplaces and businesses to close. This was my next big awakening catalyst. I was teaching wellness and how to keep our immune systems strong and healthy, and I wasn't able to keep doing that. These government controls clearly weren't about real health. Nothing was adding up. Since then, I've been searching again, awakening deeper, clearing away more fog and more veils. There is so much disinformation out there. There is so much that's been hidden from us. And it's so confusing at first to comprehend or even to believe. I get that. What I do and suggest is that you breathe, you take down some walls, you throw your mind open wider than it's ever gone before, and just say, that's interesting. That's all you got to do for now. Listen to things you wouldn't normally listen to. Be open to learn from sources you might not normally have gone down. So just listen, be open to learning new things without automatically putting up those walls and automatically reacting in the way that you've reacted before. Just say, that's interesting. Sit with it and see if it resonates at all with you. You probably find that some little memory may come up from something you've heard years ago, something that you were involved in years ago, some person you met years ago, or something you did years ago. And that kind of now fits into place with this new thing that you're learning. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. It's really interesting how things start to come together for you. And what I will say is that lies, they don't make sense. They just seem like these random things and nothing makes sense. The truth does make sense. Nothing is random. Everything's connected. Thank you for listening. If this has resonated on any level, please share it, like, and subscribe.